when Spike Lee, and I'm going to tell you something about Spike. You may not like Spike. That's my brother. I love him. I think I understand him. Spike read the autobiography of Malcolm X. Spike fell in love with Malcolm, as many of you did. Spike was hurt that such a great one was lost to us. And Spike believed that Elijah Muhammad had him killed. And he makes a hint ever so slightly in his book, The Making of the Movie Malcolm X. He makes a hint that in his heart he wanted to get even with Elijah Muhammad and the Nation of Islam. So when Spike and I talked, and my son-in-law asked Spike, have you ever read the Holy Quran? Didn't you ask him that, Brother Leonard? What did he say? He said he had never read this book. So we asked him, on what basis are you going to judge the domestic life of Elijah Muhammad if you don't read and understand the book out of which he acted? Do you think that Malcolm X gave up Elijah Muhammad because of some sex thing? Do you really think it's that shallow? How could he? How many wives did Prophet Muhammad have, Brother Baghdadi? Some people say 9, some people say 11. Now, when Malcolm was slandering the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, talking about teenage secretaries, didn't the Prophet take a wife who was a pre-teenager? What was her name? Aisha. When he married her, how old was she? She was 11 years old. But he did not have conjugal relations with her until what year? They say 14. Well, Malcolm, how you going to leave Elijah, who had wives, some of them young women? And that man took you up out of the mud and cleaned you up. You didn't know nothing about no Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad didn't come and get you out of jail. It wasn't Umar, it wasn't Ali, it wasn't Abu Bakr, it wasn't Uthman. How you going to say you're going to dump a man that cleaned you up and then go follow the prophet that had 11 wives and one of his was a pre-teenager? Does that make sense? Come on. You know anything about Malcolm? You ever read his words, studied his teaching, or what he taught from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad? Do you think Malcolm could go to Mecca and be bamboozled, hoodwinked? I've been to Mecca many, many times. I ate food out of a bowl with white people, brown people, red people, yellow people. I drank water with black, brown, red, yellow, and white in Mecca. That didn't change me and make me think that there's no racism in Islam. I'm not no fool. And can't nobody fool me. I know what I'm looking at. Why in the hell is Africa so backward? Why won't the Saudis back Africa, back the Somalis? They're suffering in Somalia. Why didn't the Saudis send money there to feed them? Why you don't back the Muslims in Bosnia? You got some problems. You're not going to fool me that there is no color in Islam. You tell that to some other person. You don't tell that to me. I know better. Why are Muslim Arabs in the black community selling pig to my people? You know it's divinely forbidden, but you sell it. Yet the prophet said a man is not a Muslim till he wants for his brother what he wants for himself. So evidently you don't see us as your brother because we're in a savage condition. Nobody wants us until God came to claim us as his own. So Malcolm is dead. And the sisters who were the wives of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad have been slandered. You don't ask a man if he's married, are you having sex with your wife? The question is moot. If that's my wife, I have a right to that. So why didn't Malcolm say he took wives? Why did he say teenage secretaries? Because he knew that would inflame you. And it would keep you away from Elijah Muhammad because he had become embittered. Now I conclude. In that scenario, was Malcolm worthy to sit in the seat of Elijah Muhammad and lead? And be a redeemer of our people?